Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole and I'm an addict and my sobriety date is July 13th of 2015. Welcome to the Sunday Night Live. Tonight we are going to have Miss Lisa from Lisa's Real Spill on the channel. I'm going to go ahead and share this video out, you guys, and then I will get to talking. So if you don't mind, come on in, drop your sobriety date so that way we can show people that are still struggling out there that recovery is possible. And happy Mother's Day to all my beautiful, sexy, wonderful, strong mamas. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Avalon. Hey, Sam. Hey, everybody. Come on in and have a seat. Let's do this thing. So, you guys know me and Lisa. We love to talk. Hey, Mo. Hey, The Wilderness. Hi, Nicole. Did you ever do a video on pot? I couldn't find one. I did do a video called about marijuana addiction, and I will get it right now for you. Hey, Holly. And kitties count too. That's right, girl. But you know what? The Wilderness, I can do one. I'm going to get a notepad right now, and I'm going to write down that you requested that, okay? And I will make a video for you. I promise. I'm good for that. So everybody come on in. We got a lot to talk about tonight, you guys. We got a lot to talk about. So tonight's topic, you guys, we're going to be talking about unity. We're going to be talking about love. We're going to be talking about tolerance. And we're going to be talking about non-judgment, open-mindedness. We're going to be talking about how important it is to help and lift each other up and not judge each other. And we're going to talk about coming together instead of dividing. We're going to talk about how we need to focus on our similarities and not our differences. Because when we focus on the differences, that's what separates us. And we're not about separation at Real Talk Recovery. We're about coming together. We're about supporting each other. And so I want you guys to start focusing on the things that you have in common, not that the things that you don't. I want you to not worry about if you're on maintenance or if you're abstinent, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're here and that you're seeking treatment and recovery, and that's all that matters. And you're in recovery when you say you are. So hold on just a second. I have to get the link. But I want you guys to start. I want everybody to try to participate today. So I am going to put a link in the chat as soon as I get it on here. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. That's right, Avalon. So we're going to focus on what we have in common, not what we have different, you guys. And, you know, my channel is about supporting you no matter where you're at, okay? I do share my personal experience with being on Suboxone because I'm the kind of person who wants to be honest. I like to I am all about transparency. And so the way that I have built my channel is by sharing my experience in recovery while utilizing Suboxone. But that doesn't make me any different than anyone else that's recovering. Okay? The medication that I'm on, it has nothing to do with the quality of recovery that I have. And I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about how it can be misunderstood, and how a lot of the times what we do is we set each other in groups. Oh, well, that's the group of people over there that are on methadone. That's the group of people that are on Suboxone. That's the 12 steppers over there. That's the religious people over there. That's the addicts that believe in hallucinogens over there. That's the group of addicts over there that like to do back handsprings and drop it like it's hot to stay sober. Like we put each other in these boxes, and sometimes we do it not thinking about it to our own selves. I probably have done that because I talk so much about my experience with maintenance medication. But the purpose of this channel is to share with you guys my journey, and also to help you guys with finding what works for you for your recovery. So, first of all, what I want to do, you guys, if you have a video request that you want me to make a video on, will you please put it in the comments, because that's what we're going to do first. We're going to take down video requests. So I got The Wilderness wants a video about marijuana. Marijuana. Okay. And just so you guys know, um, I support I support medical marijuana. I support kratom. I support maintenance medication. I support I support you. I don't care. I'm not looking at you. When I look at you, I don't see somebody who's on kratom, or somebody who takes maintenance, or somebody who is on mental health medications. I see Avalon. I see Holly. I see Misty. I see Cindy. I see you for who you are, not what you're using to get to where you need to be. Okay? Don't let anyone take that away. I use my methadone properly, and I don't care if people don't agree. My life has 100% better. Absolutely, Holly. Absolutely. And we're going to talk about that also, because one of my girls last night, Simo, brought up an amazing point. And she said, I am abstinent because I'm no longer taking drugs and abusing them. I'm no longer getting high. I'm no longer in my addiction. So thank you, The Wilderness. A lot of people don't understand that there's a difference between addiction and dependence. Hey, Gingerbread Pit. There's a difference between addiction and dependency. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the different maintenance medications and the difference between the two. Okay. We're going to talk about kratom, and we're going to talk about how some people are able to use that and maintain their recovery. And we're going to talk about all different stages and everything, okay? But I want you guys to understand something. I'm not concerned with what you're utilizing in your sobriety. I'm not concerned about, like, I will never come on here and tell you, hey, Andrew, I'm never going to tell you, oh, well, you smoke weed, you're not sober. I will never tell any of you about your own recovery. You're in recovery when you say you're in recovery. You're sober when you say you're sober. That's your journey. All right. I'm never, ever going to tell you about your journey. And I'm a very open-minded person because I've tried everything. And so I've gotten to this point of open-mindedness because I've went through all these different experiences and tried these different kinds of ways of treatment, and I've seen what works for me. And so that's why I'm open-minded to many different things. I'm not here to judge whether or not you're sober or not. I'm not here to judge whether you're in recovery. Okay. Right. I know, Andrew. I would eat everything too. So that's the thing, you guys. As somebody with a channel, I want you guys to know that you can come here and you can get support. You don't have to worry about being judged. You don't have to worry about being looked down on. And hopefully you'll stick around and you'll hear something that helps you, and you are inspired to make a change in your life. Okay. I learned the hard way that it's about attracting people rather than promoting one certain path. Okay. Hey, Liz. Hey, Sky. Hey, Nick. I'm not about promoting one certain pathway to recovery. I promote multiple pathways because I know that there are so many people, and every person's experience is different. Okay, so I believe in whatever has to work for you is what you need to do. Okay, so let me go ahead and text Lisa so she can get her butt up on this channel with me. There's the StreamYards link. If any of you guys want to come up and say hi or talk about an experience that you've had where you have ran into judgment or stigma, I would love to hear some of you guys' experiences. So, yeah, and here's the thing, you guys, there's nothing wrong with anything, okay? It's all different. It's all perception and what you believe in. So here's another thing. Not everyone's goal is to be abstinent from all substances, okay? Now it just depends on what program or what kind of recovery you want to work, okay? So the kind of recovery that I want to work is not so much focused on my goal and focus isn't abstinence, okay? My goal and focus is happiness, healthiness, my family, you guys, helping others, having purpose, drive, discipline. These are all things that I want from my recovery. It's not so much focused on one pathway like it used to be. You know, what? Someone was talking smack about me going on the show. Who, Andrew? Come on up, Andrew. Come on up. Click the link. I dropped it in the comments. Come on up, homeboy. But you can't come on here for a long, long, long time. Oh, Lisa's coming up too. But I want to talk about how important it is, you guys, because as people with channels, we got to remember that there's many people that are watching us, okay? And so that's why I am so supportive of you guys no matter what, because I don't ever want to push any of you guys away. Okay, I don't ever want to discourage anybody from reaching out and getting help. Okay, here's Andrew, you guys.
Yo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my car, just finished work. So listen, okay. So you know how we talked about like the empty feeling and stuff? Okay, so obviously Nicole and I went on that show, the Tamron Hall show. So I looked on like you know how she posted all the clips on her YouTube?
Yeah.
So I've taken a break from social media, right? Except for YouTube, obviously, because my channel and stuff like that. But somebody commented and they're like, "Oh, so cool, bro! You went on TV for going to rehab." Like straight up hating. I got so mad at that for some reason. Yeah. But then I looked at the person. I looked at their profile, and it's somebody from the town next to me. So I don't even know how they saw that. I guess they saw it on my Facebook. But like, you know, like people like talking through the keyboard and like, yeah, it took a lot to even go on that show to begin with. First of all, you know what I mean? And like, people are gonna hate for telling your story and being honest. Like, I got on TV because I went to rehab. Like, it's just that got me so like upset. You know what I mean?
Well, you went on TV to share your story to help other people. And that was the reason why me and Andrew went on there, you guys, was because so many people are going through the same thing that we're going through. Social media addiction, eating disorders. And that way we went on there to represent a whole group of people that are going through the same struggles. But listen to me, I saw the comments under mine too, and you should see I get them every day. You're a fat ass. You're a whale.
So crazy. It's ridiculous.
I just
Like, you
laugh.
know what else? Like, it's just that's the thing. Well, like, all right. So people who are in here who have sobriety and stuff, right? I was telling you, right? Like, okay, so what am I at 80 days? I think 81 days, one of the two. And so like when you're using and stuff, right? You're like thinking about like, oh my God, I can't wait to like have money, my own money again, relationships back, and then trust and all that stuff. And then, okay, like now that I'm clean, I got the money back. I have the trust, the relationships, and I feel like I'm still missing something. You know what I mean? And what you said to do the steps is a good idea for sure. But like when you like, I don't know, maybe it has to do with like the whole lockdown thing because not a lot of stuff is open, and I can't like treat myself to something that's not drugs. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for working hard and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like I don't have like the desire to use to fill the void, but it's just crazy. It's been like that for like 4 straight days. Just weird.
You should come to the meetings that we are doing, these Zoom meetings, and they've been
Yeah.
so good. I'm telling you, man. And also, um, like being of service to other people that have less sobriety time than you. Like, are you in any groups where there's guys that are like just getting clean that you can reach out to and kind of just like be like, hey, I'll help you. I'll be your accountability partner. Also, something that really helps me too.
Yeah. No, there's a few people that like comment on my videos that are honest and say they're struggling, and then I like give them my info and I talk to them, so that helps because like that's the one thing like like you can get to your ultimate level as yourself and be happy, but if you're trying to help other people, there'll always be people that need help, so you can always strive to do more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess
You're
that's
going to
another
do,
thing.
listen to me. You're doing great, Andrew. Do not do anything stupid.
No,
You're almost at 90 days, okay? The first 90 days are the most difficult, okay?
yeah, no, I know. Once I hit that 90, I think I'll be a little
You need a
smoother sailing.
purpose. You need a purpose. You need to start on your channel and you need to start focusing towards doing something that's giving you purpose to help those people that are on your channel. Like wake up in the morning and do a morning meditation every morning where you read the just for today, or you can do it in the evening times. That way people know, okay, Andrew's going to come on and he's going to have a morning or an evening meditation every day. And then that will give you something to help you accountable where you're being of service and you're helping others. And the people that follow your channel will look forward to it, and that will build that unity and that fellowship there. It helped me
Yeah.
so much when I started mine.
No, you're right. I think I want to do what I told you, like maybe like show my routines for healthy living and stuff like that for people who don't know what to,
There you go.
especially now. Because I have like a crazy outside workout. You're just getting into working out. Once you start doing it and feeling good, like becomes like an obsession and normal. And that kombucha and all that good stuff, the future tea.
I can't wait to talk to that guy about that.
Oh, it's gonna be a great video that we have coming. It's a secret video. It's gonna be really, really entertaining.
I'm excited though. But you know what? Listen, you can call me anytime, man. Don't ever hesitate to call me, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get
Okay.
back to work. Thanks for letting me
And
come
dude,
on.
you're the shit for going on national TV. That was really, really hard going on there. So you
Yeah.
did great. Don't let anybody talk shit to you.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Okay?
All right. Bye bye.
Love you, Andrew. Bye. Okay, guys, let's see where my girl is at. I'm coming. My computer is so jacked up, you guys. Here we go.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, look what the cat drug in. Hey, girl.
What's going on? What is this? Somebody gave you what is eat more potato ice cream? What's that? Pistachio.
Oh, pistachio. That's my girl.
Oh,
Thank you, Liz. Thank you for
oh,
the $5. Love you, girl.
oh, okay.
So,
Hey,
okay, so
what's going on, everybody? Okay, you want to go into it,
I'm gonna let you.
or shall I?
You could go first. I would love to start. So I was kind of telling everybody about how I was feeling about on my channel, like when I first started it, I was going this one certain way, and how I was going so far to this one way, like this one program. You could only do abstinence, and that was the way that we had to do it to recover. and since having my channel for a couple of years, I've gotten to this point where I don't want to promote one pathway. I want to promote multiple pathways to helping people, because I don't ever want anyone to feel like if they're not doing the same thing I'm doing, that their recovery is not recovery. And so I know that you have successfully tapered off Suboxone, and you have been able to remain sober since getting off. Um, what what do you see that? What do you think? How do you feel about the struggles that our community has been having with the dividing of the community between maintenance medication and abstinent sobriety?
Okay. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel as though the people that's on medication, like methadone or Suboxone, I feel like they have allowed the people to mute them. Okay, like it's like they don't even have a voice because people that's on it feel funny and they don't want to speak out. And I think that's right there. That's a problem because now everybody done shun them so much that they don't even want to talk about their story. You know what I mean? They don't even want to share their story. And I think it's real messed up. What we have to start doing is trying to get them to speak out, regardless of what somebody else said, okay? Because this is my thing. Let's be honest. How the fuck can an addict actually point fingers? Come on now. The stuff
Right.
that we've been through and we relapse over and over again, okay? How can you actually point a finger or be judgmental to someone else? I just don't understand that, okay? But you have people that they for some reason they do it, and we don't have no control over that. So what we need to do is try to work with as many people as we can to get them to start sharing and speaking out. Okay, they need to start sharing their story because they don't allow people in the fellowship to mute them. Like they feel funny, and a lot of them feel scared. They don't want to share because people, whispering and talking. Come on. How can somebody else talk about somebody else? Let's be real. Let's look at that whole picture. Anybody that's judging, it's not them. The people that's taking the medication, they don't have the problem. It's the person who's judging that has the problem.
Right.
And especially when you just coming into recovery. Come on. They don't have no room to talk about nobody. But if people that's on the medication, they need to speak up more and share their stories and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have allowed people to shun them, and now nobody wants to speak out. And I think that's really messed up. You know what I mean? So, we can try to work and see if we can get people to share.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. The more of us that are doing our recovery, that are on maintenance medication, we need to start sharing. And I try to have, like, on the channel, we do our MERA meetings on Fridays, which is Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous. And I even want to start doing like a spotlight, like where we have, one person a week that comes on and shares their testimony that is utilizing maintenance medication. So that way, those of you guys that are in the comments that are watching the channel will be able to say, oh, wow, Lisa, she was on Suboxone. I didn't know that. Right. She's still sober. I can do it. Or Nicole, she's on Suboxone. She's in it, and that way, because here's the thing, you guys, there's so many people that are on maintenance medication. Yes. There are more people than you even know.
Yes. I know people actually work at John Hopkins, been there for years, and they on methadone.
Right. Okay?
These people are holding big jobs, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm saying it's real. It's a lot, like you said, it's a lot of people out here that's on it, but they shush because people feel like they judge them. They want to say, oh, they're not clean.
Well, it's because of the stigma. And so it's the stigma behind these medications because of the way that, okay, addicts and alcoholics have only been taught one way to get sober, and that's through the 12 steps of AA, NA, CA, whatever A. The 12 steps are mainly what they teach in rehab or anywhere you go to get sober. That's what they're going to teach you. They're going to teach you the 12 steps. Now that it's 2020, there's a lot more options out there now. There's the 12 steps, there's Celebrate Recovery, there's Refuge Recovery, there's Smart Recovery, there's Mara. There's probably more that I'm not even listing, but there's different programs now.
Right.
And so when you're only taught one way, then that's the only way that you know. That was what happened to me, is that I had only been taught one way, but now that I was very fortunate that my husband got on Suboxone and then shared with me about it, because I wouldn't have even given it a chance. And I might not have my son, you guys, if I hadn't given it a chance, because so many times I tried to get sober and I kept relapsing.
Right.
And so the question that I have for people that kind of like look down at us or judge us for being on it, don't they think that we've probably tried to get sober their way? And maybe that's the reason why we did get on it, was because we weren't able to do it that way.
Right.
And so we already feel down on ourselves.
But this is what I'm saying. It's no reason for you to feel down on yourself. That's where I'm going at this. It's no reason for people to feel down on themselves. Nobody said that we had to all recover the same way. Okay? Everybody has a voice. I just seen it. I think Alicia said it. Everybody has a voice. Really, come on, you guys. Y'all gotta open up and you gotta start sharing and stuff, because y'all have just as much right to share your story as I do, as anybody else do that don't, that claim they abstinence of everything. Okay? Because and let me tell you something. Some people say they abstinence and they don't be. They just don't want to share it. Okay? You got to get to a place where you're comfortable in your skin. You don't let nobody hold you back. You know what I'm saying? You don't let nobody make you feel bad. You're doing what you got to do for you to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you move on. As you continue to grow, things are going to change in your life. You're not going to be at that same place forever. But some of us need that little stepping stone, to kind of get our thoughts and stuff together. You know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly
start growing.
That is why Suboxone and methadone are so amazing for opiate addicts, is because it allows the opiate addict to get on the medication and get stabilized to where they're not having cravings, they're not going through withdrawal, and their mind can get to a point where it's not consumed with the thought of getting heroin. Exactly. And so when that happens, then the person can get involved in therapy. They can start doing work on themselves and growing. And that's the thing, you guys, like, I have been working so hard for the last 4.5 years that I can't even believe it. Like, I was watching these videos back of me working out and doing the exercises, and I was crying last night because I'm so damn proud of how far I've come. 4.5 years ago, I would have never ever tried to do any of the things I'm trying to do now to change my life and be better,
Right.
And so that's why these medications are for people like us, because they help us to get to a point where we can stand on our own. And you know what? Some people, they need that support to stand for the rest of their lives. And that's okay too.
Look, this person said, Matt, he said, hello, I'm in the methadone program. Although people had comments to although people had comments to make, I think he said he meant to make me feel that it's the same thing if I was a diabetic and would need insulin. True or false?
I think it's the same thing.
I agree.
You know why, Matt? Because here's the thing, Matt. There's a difference between addiction and dependency. Okay. When you're dependent on a medication and you're getting therapy and you're working some kind of recovery or in a recovery fellowship where you're working with, people that are recovered and they're helping you to do the right thing, then you're rewiring your brain by learning these new behaviors. Okay. And so while you're on that methadone, you're dependent to the methadone, but you're no longer practicing those addictive behaviors.
Right.
You're not going out and stealing to get your methadone. You're not going out and lying, cheating, hurting others. You're learning how to live a healthy lifestyle. And so there's a total difference. What do you have to say about that, Lisa?
I agree. That's what I mean. You summed it right up. I agree with you. Some people can't just stop using everything and be able to focus on, changing their behaviors and all that stuff at one time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people use the medication so that they can get to a point where as though they're not into that same life,
Right.
practicing those same behaviors. Once you get on the medication, you become stable, and then you start, changing your behaviors, your thought process, and all that.
Yes.
So I totally agree. I totally agree with you.
And sometimes I don't think that people understand that some people don't have the luxury of having 5-star treatment, go into a treatment center that was high dollar, high class. Some people are destitute and they have nothing. And the two things that they're offered are 30 days treatment state funded or methadone clinic or Suboxone, right? A lot of these states, methadone is paid for by the state. And so when somebody comes in and they're desperate and they have never been able to get sober from heroin and they find out, hey, this medication can help me, and they get transitioned to it, then, I don't think some people understand how fortunate they are that they can go to these amazing treatment centers and they can pay this money. When I got sober, I had nothing. Nothing. I had no job. I had no vehicle. I was living in this house with my mother-in-law because I didn't have a home. My son was in foster care. My husband didn't have a job. In fact, we weren't even married yet. We were poor. We had nothing. All we had is other people's stuff. It wasn't our stuff. It was my mother-in-law's. And so when we got on Suboxone, it got our minds to be to where we could focus on working jobs, going to, recovery meetings, going to court to save and get our son out of foster care. When I was fighting for my son, you guys, I was crying every day that I had to go to court. It was the worst thing I've ever been through. And to stay sober through fighting for my son, fighting for custody of my son, it was hard for me to do it. It was hard. And I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. And that's why I got on maintenance, because I knew that if I relapsed, they were going to terminate the rights for me, And so it shouldn't even matter, though, what my circumstances are to other people. All that should matter is that I'm here today and that I'm working and I'm trying to help others,
I'm listening.
Okay, Nick says, to be honest, all the doctors and detoxes that I ever went to never explained that taking Suboxone long-term is good to change your life patterns and create new routines. Absolutely, Nick. And so I think a lot of people don't understand that that's what it's about. Okay, so the other day, I think it was 2 weekends ago, we had Dr. B on the channel. And one of the things that I remember Dr. B telling me was that the work that I have done in my therapy and my program, working my program, has rewired these things up here in my brain. The doing the right thing, the telling the truth, the working my steps, and the helping others. And while I'm on this medication, I've been able to change those neuro pathways and all that stuff up here and rewired it, because I used to be wired that I feel bad, I go get high. I'm struggling, I go get high. I'm mad, I go get high. I've been able to change my brain to where when I struggle, I reach out. When I'm mad, I call somebody. I snitch on my addiction, snitching on my addiction. That's what I've been able to do for these 4.5 years, is focus on changing the brain. And you know what? That is, people don't understand that some people aren't able to get that deep at the beginning. And those beginning, that first 6 months to a year is crucial for an addict, because most people struggle at the beginning and end up relapsing. And so that's why it helped me so much, because I didn't have to worry about it. Helped me so much that I didn't have to worry about relapsing. Now, don't get me wrong. I could have went out and got high on meth or cocaine or any other drug, but I was so busy focusing on fighting for my son. And then I had the medication to help me lean back on, about the opiates, that it was the best thing that ever happened to me, you guys. It literally changed my life. But yeah, you could totally change your brain. And I want you guys to, I'm going to get a video and link it in the chat, because I want you guys to know that your brain chemistry, and you can change your thinking, and you can change this. Just because you're on Suboxone doesn't mean that you're not recovering. Okay.
Right.
When you I'm going to taper off Suboxone, and I'm going to get completely off. And then I will still be doing the same work on the inside that I've been doing this whole time. And I'll just keep on moving forward and putting in that work, and I cannot wait to be able to share with you guys how I'm feeling, because I know that it's all about my mindset. If I go into it and I'm negative, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to feel like shit. But Michelle got off of methadone, and she jumped at 28 milligrams, and she has been kicking ass and taking names, y'all. She's been so happy. She's been doing dances and all kinds of stuff. I couldn't believe it, but it's because her mindset. She has a positive mindset.
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk now.
That's what you got to do. I mean, you summed it up. That's what you got to do. You got to listen. You got to say, look, this is how my life is going to be. You got to be hell bent and determined. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
you can do it. Don't let people. People say stuff, and I'm telling you, I don't understand it. I'm just lost for words, because people say stuff and they don't care about hurting people's feelings or nothing. But I'm a firm believer that everything you do come back to you. Okay. I believe that wholeheartedly. And that's why I be careful about what I say to people, how I say it, and the whole nine, how I treat people and everything. Because everything you do comes back to you,
Right.
And let's be clear, everybody is not going to accept, everybody's not going to accept me. Everybody's not going to accept people that's on methadone. Everybody's not going to accept people that's on Suboxone. But guess what? So what? You don't have to deal with those people. You deal with the people that's got your best interests at heart.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with them kind of people. Who the fuck are they? Shit.
Right.
The only people we gotta really worry about is God. Okay? Other than that, we don't have to worry about other people judging us. People I don't care what you do. Somebody gonna have something to say about it. It is what it is.
I didn't know what I was saying earlier before you came on is I want the recovery community. I want us as recovery community creators. I want us to stop looking at the differences that we have. Stop looking at each other and saying, oh, that's Lisa, she's not on Suboxone. Oh, that's Nicole, she's on Suboxone. Oh, that's Joe Blow, he's on methadone. Or we need to look at what we have in common. And what we have in common is that we all want to help people.
Exactly.
And we all want to be better. We're all trying to improve our lives.
Exactly.
And so we have to stop focusing on what is different about each other and what we can come together and learn from each other and how we can support each other. I've had to put the way I feel about people to the side, because I know what's best for the people that watch my channel is for me to be able to be unbiased. And if somebody comes in here and they say, I'm an alcoholic, I need help with getting sober from alcohol, I was an alcoholic too, but that's not my forte. So I know people that were straight alcoholics that I would refer them to. And see, that's because I have that person's best interest at heart. It's not all about me. It's not all about me getting all the people to my channel to believe and to like me. It's about what's best for each one of you guys in your recovery.
Exactly.
And if I know that I don't know about something, I'm not going to speak on it.
Right.
I'm not going to speak on things that I have no idea what I'm talking about. And I see so many people talk about, these different medications, and they've never even been on them. They've never even been opiate addicts.
Right.
And it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Do not do that. You're hurting people and you don't even realize. It's like, sometimes I don't even know if they realize that their words carry so much weight.
But you know what? Some people just don't care. Some people say what they want to say. They don't care about who it affects. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to start doing. We have to start ignoring people like that. Sometimes you just gotta block people like that out because some people not going to change. They're going to do what they want to do. You know what I mean? They're going to say what they want to say, no matter what we say. Or what we do. You're going to have people that's going to judge people and that's going to point fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in their own time, trust me. In their own time, they'll get it.
Yeah. And hey, I just linked a video, you guys, in the chat, and it's all about Suboxone, the long-term versus short-term use. And a lot of people have the misconception that Suboxone is only supposed to be used for a person when they're coming off of heroin. And so I wanted to share with you guys these informational videos that share the facts. The facts are that first of all, there was never like a rule that you have to be on Suboxone for just detox. That's just somebody just pulled that out of their ass. Now there are studies that are proven that people that are utilizing maintenance medication longer than a month or two are staying sober without relapsing. And that video that I linked, Dr. B talks all about it. But the reason why I link these videos, you guys, is because Dr. B is a professional. He is a physician. He is working with addicts every single day. And so sometimes I think, I say these things because I know that they're true, but I know you guys might want to hear them from a doctor's point of view. And so that way, I'm not just saying these things, and that's why, I don't talk about methadone on my channel, you guys, because I don't know a lot about methadone. The only thing I know is what my experience was. And when I utilized methadone, I was trying to abuse it. So I don't ever want to put a stigma out there to my people that are on methadone because of the choices that I made to abuse it.
And see, that's what that's what is going on. Okay, like where I live at, methadone has been abused. People take pills on top of methadone. I did it, and I got on it. I wasn't ready to stop getting high, so I took pills on top of methadone, okay, to boost my high up. And so every time you look and you see people on a bus and they be nodding out, you see people walking the street and they be walking with their eyes closed and stuff like that. People have said, oh, they on methadone. It's not the methadone. It's the stuff that people take with the methadone.
Right.
When you drink on top of methadone, or you take Xanax or Clonopins or Clonidines or whatever on top of methadone, you get high. Okay?
Right.
You get high. And so that's what people be doing. And so people have took this narrative and ran with it that methadone had you walking around like, all zooming out your head and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the stuff that people take with it that causes them to be high like that. But for some reason, you got some people that just don't want to hear it. Okay?
Right.
And I know people, like I said, I'm not lying to you. I know people that got damn good jobs, right? Been on their jobs for years, and they take methadone. And if you was to see them, you couldn't sit here and say, oh, he takes methadone. You know,
Right. You wouldn't know it because they're regular functioning
right,
people of society.
right. And
You
you'd be
know?
surprised how many doctors and lawyers and stuff take that take methadone and Suboxone. You'd be surprised. All of them take them because they are able, it helps you to be able to maintain your life. You know what I'm saying? And get your life back on track.
Right.
So I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm not against it. And let me tell you something. Even if I was, say I was one of them people that was against it, I'm not going to sit up here and say that to y'all. I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all I'm against it. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? No, because I care about hurting somebody's feelings or making them feel, like they don't belong or something like that, and I don't want to do that, but
Right.
myself, I don't have a problem with it. You do what you got to do to maintain your life. Simple as that.
I
That's the way
agree.
I
I
feel
totally
about
agree. And so anyway, I just want us I guess I just take things
it. Let me say something before you go.
okay, go ahead.
What you looking for, Nicole? I love you so much, but what you looking for, you're not with it. Okay?
I know what you're saying. And
Okay.
this is my problem. And I know this because my sponsor tells me that this is my problem. I am so worried about what other people think. I want acceptance from the people that it's like when you don't accept me, it makes me want that acceptance from you even more.
Right, right,
And I don't know why. It's
right.
like it's because I want to prove them wrong. I want to show them different. I want to tell and then when I get hurt by people that I trusted and that I thought were good, it makes me it like just burns me up, and I try to let it go, but I'm the kind of person that I'm just very big on loyalty. It's like I don't know why it's just so important to me. And when I feel like somebody has done me dirty, it's like I can't move. It's like you're out of here. I can't even, it's because I've seen it happen so many times and I've had people take advantage of me and use me and then just kind of like, and that hurts me so bad because I go into these relationships. I just want to help. I
Right.
will put myself out there. I will promote someone's channel. I will shout them out all the time. I will post their videos on my channel. I've done this with several different people on YouTube. And then they don't do the same. They don't reciprocate that same support. And
Right.
I always think like, is there something wrong with me? Like, am I just too nice?
No. You gotta pull back sometimes. You just have to pull back. The people, listen, I feel where you're coming from, okay? But I'm telling you, because I used to be like that. I wanted to be accepted. So I was always going at it, being nice, Miss Nicey Nice. You know,
Yeah.
anything I had, I would share it,
Yes.
or if I could help you, I would help you. I didn't even have to know you like that. That was just me. But let me tell you, you got people out here that don't care, honey. Okay? They don't have they don't have it in them to care about others. It's all about me, 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 me. That's it. Okay. So sometimes it's just best that some relationships you just have to leave them. Just you know what I mean? You just got some relationship. You just got to deal with people with a long handled spoon. Seriously, that keeps you from getting upset and getting your feelings hurt. You understand what I'm saying? That's just something that
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to work on doing because people don't give a flying about you, okay?
I,
Or your
yeah.
feelings. You hear what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just being honest with you. So that's something that you're gonna have to work on, Nicole. Is not getting too close to people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to find people that's going to treat you the same way you treat them.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
I'm not saying stop being who you are, but you got to stop letting so many people in your circle. You
Right.
other people,
I opened myself up and I'm like so because here's the thing, it's like for so long I would I The reason I'm like that is because I've had it done to me where people weren't open to me.
Right.
And they just kind of like didn't let me be a part of it. It feels like shit when you try to come in to something and then people push you out like you're not allowed to be included, you know? And so I always want to make sure that everyone feels included.
Right.
And then I include them and then they fuck me. This has happened so many times to me
Right.
on YouTube
Right.
where I include everyone because I want to help everybody, you know? And then I include them and then they fuck me over. And what I mean by fuck me over is I include them
Right.
and they take what they can get from me and then they leave. Oh, thanks for that. I'm gone. I got what I needed.
Right.
Just like a drug addict. Just like an addict in active addiction.
You just said it. You just said it. Some people are clean, but they haven't changed their old behaviors.
Yes.
Okay. Some people maybe they just remove the drugs, but some people still have that old behavior. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it's really nothing you can do about it. But once you get whooped, that's who they are. Cut their ass off.
And here's the thing, it's like there was one person a couple months ago that I did it with and I kept on doing it because I was trying to like change that person. But this last time it happened, I was like, nope, you're a snake. I got to go. And it's like, I've learned, but that happens to me so much because I'm just so open to help others, you know? And it's because I want, you know, I want to be a good example of what it's like to be in recovery and what it's like to be able to help other people. But it doesn't mean that I don't have feelings and that my heart doesn't get hurt, you know?
Right.
So it's discouraging.
Like somebody just said, some people don't appreciate loyalty. That is so true. These days, for some reason, people just they don't care about loyalty. They really don't.
Right.
You know, they just be trying to get what they can get, and that's it.
And that's what it is. It's because they're so hyper focused on it's not, and that's what I have to also remember. You know, part of what I've learned in working the 12 steps was about checking my motives.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I've had to learn is that not all people's motives are to help others. A lot of people's motives are to get ahead and to become popular and to get a following and to get money and to get attention. It's not, you know, their focus might lead you to believe that they want to help others, but down at the core, their focus is it's driven by self-promotion. You know,
that's all. A lot of people, I know a lot of people on here do stuff for clicks and views. That's the only thing they be worried about is a click and a view. And they'll do anything to get it.
Right.
That is so true. They will do anything to get it. I done seen it. I done seen some stuff go down to try to get a click and a view. And it's really sad.
You know, I had to start like asking myself, is it about people? Is it about me getting views on my channel, or is it about me creating a space where we can have support? And for a while there, I was comparing myself to other people's channels and thinking that I was falling behind. But then I had to slap myself in the face and go, what are you talking about falling behind? You have created a community of people who all come together to support each other. Exactly. You are not falling behind. If anything, you're on another level. Like I'm going a completely different way. I want this to be a place where you guys know you can come here every night at 7 and I'm going to be here and we can talk about anything you want to talk about and you can get support, you know, and that's so important to me. And it's not about becoming YouTube famous. It's not about becoming rich off my channel. It's not about getting popular. It's about feeling like I want to have that feeling in my heart that I'm doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I'm not doing the right thing. I know when I'm fucking up. And being able to come on here and help people and seeing people come in and say, I want to be able to be a voice for people that don't feel like they can share that they're on Suboxone or methadone. Because I remember when I felt like I couldn't share that. You know?
And I don't know how many people are on it, but it could be a good idea that we could get a private group, make a private group for just them. And you can set it up, and then it's a certain way they gotta answer questions, and and I can put it in there, those questions, so that
Mm-hmm.
I'll know that to accept you, if to accept you or not. If you haven't
Right.
been in it, then I won't let you in. Simple as that. Anybody come with disrespect, then you just send them to the block party. I
Right.
just feel as though we need to do something to bring those people together so that they can have a voice and they can share their stories. Because regardless of what they on, you know what I'm saying? They still have a voice. Okay? They still been where we've been, regardless of what they're on. They still have experienced the same thing that we have experienced. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people that's in fellowship or whatever the hell you call it. But I just feel like, they need to come together and create their own community and start sharing their stories and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And get their voice back.
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. If one do it, another one going to do it, then another one going to do it, then another one going to do it, and it's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing, and you'd be surprised of who's going to come out and say, "Well, I'm on Suboxone, I'm on methadone," or you know what I mean? You're going to
Oh,
be
you.
surprised.
When I finally found out some people that were on it that told me that had never shared it with me, I was like, why didn't you tell me? But I know why they didn't tell me, because they were scared or they were worried because listen to me, I know you guys, like, I know people, I know how it feels to not be able to feel like you can share it. But here on my channel, you are accepted the minute you walk in the door, the
Right.
minute you comment and Cindy greets you, you're part of the Real Talk Recovery family.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
know?
I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm always searching for somebody to share on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's something that gives me hope and strength as well as other people. So I'm always searching for somebody to share. I would love to have people to come on. If you're on
Yeah.
that on Suboxone or the boxing, I would love to have you to come on and share. I don't have a problem with that. And nobody's going to be disrespectful because I send you to the black party on my channel. No problem. Stopping it, saying, give me a second and escort your ass sending you to the black party. So we don't have to worry about no disrespect. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not going to allow it. But I would love to have people to start coming out and sharing their stories.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never know how many people lives y'all would save if you came out and shared your story. Somebody that's still in active addiction, hear one of y'all stories and say, well, damn, she did that. She doing that on that. You know what I mean? Which
Right.
them want to go and try it. You know what I'm saying? To save their life. But if everybody just staying quiet because of people, pointing fingers and judging, you're not gonna help nobody. Y'all, honestly, I mean, y'all got Nicole channel. Y'all can share on my channel. You know what I'm saying? We can come together and make a group for y'all, a personal group where y'all can share and do all that good stuff. You know, but you gotta be willing to do it. We can
Right.
say all of this, but if y'all don't, come together and create something, then you know, hey,
We're going to do it. We're going to help. We're going to give a voice to the community that needs the voice. And I'm going to bring people on, and we're going to have like a night where we do speaker meetings, and we have people come on who are who are doing the damn thing, who are utilizing maintenance medication. Because the more people that we have come share their experiences, that's going to help stop that stigma. That's going to help show
definitely,
people that there's nothing to be ashamed of, and that we can't hide behind the curtain. We can't hide in the back row.
yeah,
We got to come up to the front and be proud of our recovery. There's no reason why we shouldn't be proud.
yeah. Hey,
So,
we can do it, y'all. All y'all gotta do, we going back, y'all. Y'all know we got y'all back now.
Right.
And I talk shit. Y'all know I talk bad shit.
Girl, I love you so much. Everybody loves you so much. They're all saying that they love you so much.
Thank you, y'all. But y'all know when I first came here, I didn't feel accepted. When I first came on YouTube, period, I did not feel accepted. And I had to make my way. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I didn't want to do gossip and talk about people and stuff to be included. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when I first started out, it was kind of slow, but I was starting to get views and stuff. Even from my first video, people were starting to notice me a little bit. So I said I was going to stop, and my daughter was like, "No, man, keep going, keep going." So I was posting a video every day. I would post a video, and it's growing, it's growing. I just be glad when I can get people to come out there and shout and actually don't be scared to share their stories and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Girl, I be up here crying and all that stuff. You know how we do.
Listen, Lisa, you're doing great. And the more consistent you are, with your times that you go live, so that way
Right.
people will know Lisa's going live at noon every day. I know she's going to be there.
Well,
And
that's
that,
because 12 o'clock wasn't good for me. I was struggling with that 12 o'clock, so I changed it to 4. You know what I mean?
okay,
So I'm doing a little better with 4 o'clock than 12. So now I do it at 4. Because I
there
was
you go.
at 12 o'clock.
Everybody, so are you doing one tomorrow at 4?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, Lisa live streams every day at 4. I'm going to hold on, let me get your link so I can share it in the chat. But that's what I've done. I try to make sure that I'm here when I say I'm going to be here.
Right.
Sometimes I have bad days where I don't make it on. But for the most part, people know that I'm going to be here and they can count on me. And of course, everybody from my channel will come over and be with you on your channel. But, Lisa, I'm just happy to have you as a friend and an ally and somebody who supports my recovery, and as somebody who has been able to get off Suboxone and be successful, because people need to hear your story about you have successfully gotten off maintenance and you're successfully remaining in recovery.
Right. That's what you got to do, so you will keep that everything that you learned, right? You want to be able to keep that working. You know what I'm saying? So I have to stay connected so that I won't astray. If you stop connecting with people and stuff, then your mind start wandering. You know what I'm saying? So I have to stay connected.
You're badass. I love you, girl. Well, listen, I'm gonna kick you off my channel, and I'm gonna throw a link out there and see if anybody wants to come up before I end this stream. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sure. Bye, y'all.
I love you, Lisa.
See?
I'll see you tomorrow at 4. I'll be there to help you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Wait, I have to work out, and then I'll be over there.
Okay.
Because my trainer is in the chat, and he'll whoop my ass if I try to skip.
Oh, all right.
All right. Love you, girl. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being a good example of what recovery is. Non-judgmental, open-minded, loving, and tolerant.
Okay. Thank you.
Love you.
All right.
Okay, y'all. That's Miss Lisa from Lisa's Real Spill, you guys. And as you can see, me and Lisa, we get along. We love each other. That's my girl. She's just an authentic, genuine, good person. And you guys, it's really difficult to find people that are genuine. It's in my experience, it's been really difficult for me. So when I find somebody like Lisa, when I find somebody like Nick from Hopeless to Hopeful, these people are people that are genuine. They've never done me wrong. They stay committed to this friendship. And maybe I overreact. Maybe I take things too seriously, but it's because I really care. And it hurts my heart whenever I feel like I've put in effort and work into a relationship and then the other person doesn't take it as seriously, And so I just want to make sure that, I'm able to, I just want to have people care about me the same way I care about them, and that's why I give my time, because it means something to me and it's important to me. So I just linked the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and share. And I'm going to read the Just for Today meditation. So I hope you guys are ready. Becoming entirely ready. We get a good look at what these defects are doing to our lives. We begin to long for freedom from these defects. Becoming entirely ready to have our defects of character removed can be a long process, often taking place over the course of a lifetime. Our state of readiness grows in direct proportion to our awareness of these defects and the destruction they cause. We may have trouble seeing the devastation our defects are inflicting on our lives and the lives of those around us. If this is the case, we would do well to ask our higher power to reveal those flaws which stand in the way of our progress. As we let go of our shortcomings and find their influence waning, we'll notice that a loving God replaces those defects with quality attributes. Where we were fearful, we will find courage. Where we were selfish, we will find generosity. Our delusions about ourselves will disappear to be replaced by self-honesty and self-acceptance. Yes, becoming entirely ready means we will change. Each new level of readiness brings new gifts. Our basic nature changes, and we soon find our readiness is no longer sparked only by pain, but by desire to grow spiritually. Just for today, I will increase my state of readiness by becoming more aware of my shortcomings. So, where we are fearful, we will find courage, and where we are selfish, we will find generosity. One of the things that I struggled with the most, you guys, when I was in my active addiction, was I was so self-centered. All I cared about was me, me, me. And now that I've gotten sober, it's a miracle. And I look back and I see the difference from when I was in my addiction to where I am now, and how my whole life is centered around helping others. It is my passion. It is what drives me. It is what keeps me motivated. It is what keeps me doing what I'm doing. I was humiliated the other night when I came on and I did my workout for the first time. But I kept pushing myself because I knew that if I put it out there, that there was going to be those of you guys who were sitting on your couch who were struggling just like I was to get up and to get moving. And so I tried so hard to just block out the mean thoughts that I was having in my mind that were telling me people are going to make fun of you. People are going to call you fat. People are going to call you a whale, and they're going to say you're lazy. You know, people are going to ream you, because I knew that was going to happen. But it was like, I knew that there were so many people that were just like me. I have struggled for the last 3 years, you guys, with no motivation and overeating and binge eating. And so the fact that I am openly sharing my journey here on my channel it's hard for me because I'm embarrassed. I have a lot of shame surrounding my weight. I have a lot of shame surrounding my binge eating. Putting myself on national TV was a way that I'm holding myself accountable to make changes, because I don't want to die. I don't want to have a heart attack. I don't want to have diabetes. And so looking at the person I was when I was in active addiction to the person I am now is night and day. And I'm just so, so grateful that I'm able to come on and share what I'm going through and be honest and be transparent. And even though I know I'm going to get judged, even though I know people will make fun of me, it's like it's better to do it for the people who do need it, like Stacy and Mama and Misty and Brandon. You guys all give me strength to keep pushing and to do it and to document my journey. Because for every one person that there is saying something negative, there's 5 people that are saying something positive. And so I'm like, I just can't stop, because you guys believe in me. And it's the best thing in the whole wide world. And I'm just really grateful to have you guys. Okay, come on, Brandon. Come on up. Click the link. You coming? So, Brandon, do you want me to tell everybody what happened? There's the link. I just dropped it. It's okay. Don't be ashamed. Love you too. I love you too. Let's talk about relapse. Okay. First of all, if you relapsed, you don't ever have to be ashamed. Okay. I've totally been there. So Brandon relapsed last night, you guys, but we're going to help him get back on track, and it's going to be all right. All right. So just so you know, Brandon, methamphetamine, I know how difficult it can be, and I know how tempting it can be to use and keep on using. You know, here's the thing. We need to get you away from the people, places, and things that you're getting high with. Okay. So I want you to tell us, have you been able to stay away from those people, or are you still hanging out with people that are using? Because if you're still hanging out with people that are using, honey, then you're just torturing yourself by being around those people. You know what I'm saying? I did the same thing, and I kept relapsing too, because I would not let go of those old friends, or I would not let go of going out and drinking and hanging out on the weekends. You know? The shame is not coming back, but you're back and being honest. Right. You're here. And you know what, Brandon? If you didn't want to be sober, you wouldn't be here hanging out with us. Okay? That's for sure. Can I get an amen? If you didn't want to be sober, you would not be here on Real Talk Recovery, because this is the last place somebody that wants to stay getting high would come. Well, what went through your head was, okay, so here's the thing. We have to start utilizing our support system, Brandon. Okay, so you're in the members only chat. If you're having a hard time and you're being triggered and you feel like you want to use, you can text me. Oh, it's for you to come up here and share. Click the link and come up here and share, MVP. If you're struggling with your recovery and you're sitting at home and you're like, I want to use, I want to get high, you come and you call me. You text the Real Talk Recovery phone line. You come in the chat and you text everybody else. So the first thing that you guys know about is you got to start snitching on your addiction. When you start getting triggers and you're thinking about drinking and using, you've got to reach out for help. You cannot just sit there and play with the idea. All right? That's why we're building this fellowship here. That's why we have this support group here, is so that way you guys can learn new tools. All right? So the first tool that you have to learn is how to pick up the phone. All right? Sometimes that phone is going to feel like it weighs 100 pounds. But I promise, after you get off the phone with your sponsor or your accountability partner or your sober friend, guess what? You're going to feel 10 times better. 10 times better. All you got to do is text me, you guys. And if you don't feel like talking on the phone, we can text back and forth. That's okay. But if you don't text me, I can't help you. If you don't reach out, I can't help you. You know? Last week, I was really busy, you guys. Hey, David. I was really busy with my job, and I have to go back to my real job this week also. But this week, what day do I want to do it? Tomorrow night, Fred White from Tales from the Pen is coming on to share his story. And then I'm thinking Tuesday, we're going to do a members and patron only live stream, because all of us that are in the members and the patrons, I want us to get to know each other. So let me link my Patreon. There's the link to my Patreon if you guys want to join. I want us all to be able to get to know each other, and I want you guys to be able to get to know each other more. It's okay, Brandon. It's okay because you're gonna get back on track. So do you have any more? Get rid of it. You need to get rid of it. And then you need to get some sleep tonight. Try to eat something, okay? But you can do this. Brandon, I know you can do this, okay? So don't get discouraged. I want you to reach out. I'm going to find you a sober guy to reach out to. In fact, I know the perfect person. You need to talk to Jeff from Grind and Shine Recovery. I'm going to send you his phone number. Okay? Okay. So, anybody else have any video requests? Because I'm going to be working on videos that y'all want me to upload this week. Okay, good, good. You know, we can do this. You know, here's the thing, you guys. Recovery is just putting one foot in front of the other. Every day, just one foot in front of the other, trying to do better than you did the day before. Yeah, that's right, Misty. Good job, girl. Misty, I'm proud of you for putting down that boundary. That's right, Brandon. You got to make sure that you get back on track because Misty needs somebody. And if y'all are going to be talking to each other, she has to have somebody that's not going to be influencing her to make mistakes, you know? I mean, you can, Brandon, if you want to. You can come up here if you want to. Hey, Freya. I got your email about the smoothie. Just want to let you know I'm going to make it tomorrow. I got my Ninja out and everything. You and Alicia sent me some good recipes. St. Nicholas says, what do you think about steroid use? Is it drug abuse? Some people have to be on steroids for their hormones, I think, like testosterone and stuff like that. But there are people I know that abuse them. So I guess it would just depend on if the person was using them and abusing them or if they were using them, you know, in a healthy way. But, you know, I'm on maintenance medication, Suboxone, so I don't really judge anybody for their pathway to recovery. I've never heard of anybody using steroids to recover. So, unless you're using it for like testosterone because you have low T, I don't know. I know that my dad and my husband both have low T, and that can happen to guys who are on opiates for a long time or abuse other drugs. Their testosterone can go really low. So a lot of people have to be on testosterone for that. But I support everybody. Like, I just want to be a place where you guys know that you're not going to get judged. You ain't got to worry about no judgment over here. I'm St. Nicholas. I'm glad you're in here. I wanted to talk to you about something. So, a lot of people have been like commenting on my channel about Big Sid. And you guys, like, I don't hate Big Sid. We're not best friends or anything, but like, yeah, he uses me in his jokes a lot. And, you know, at first it really bothered me, but now I just try to laugh it off. But I don't support like people going back and forth bullying each other or, you know, making videos about each other that are, you know, not good. So I want you guys to know that like I just stick to myself here on my channel because oh, it don't matter to me. I mean, I knew that you were just that's what I wanted you to know that. I just don't want you to think that I appreciated you sticking up for me because I knew that you were coming from a place of kindness and you were just trying to stick up for me. And so I just didn't want you to think that like I don't hate him or anything. Yeah, he uses me as a punching bag and sometimes he goes over the limit. I will say that's the truth. That's the truth. But honestly, it doesn't really bother me because while he's talking about me, he's promoting me. And so all those people that hear Nicole, they know, and then they come over here and maybe they can get help, you know? And so they get help for their recovery over here. That's what I'm all about, you know, and that's what my channel is about, you guys. It's about me in my recovery journey and helping other people find their recovery. And it's really important to me that, sometimes I get off focus, and it's been hard for me this week. Like this last week, I have been seeing a lot of drama on YouTube. Um, all the prison channels that I am following are beefing and fighting with each other. And I don't want no part of that.
Hey, Mommy.
Yeah.
Where's my Minecraft guy?
I don't know. Where is he?
Where was he?
Oh, here he's right here.
Okay.
So I just wanted you to know that I
Where?
really appreciate your support. Right there, buddy.
Oh.
It was such, you were so sweet, St. Nicholas. So thank you for sticking up for me. It meant so much to me. So, because it does bother me when people talk about my weight, it really does bother me because I'm very insecure about it. And I know that you guys know that. And other people know that because I'm so honest about it, And so that's what I was going to say. He's pretty much promoting you, even though I don't like it. Right, Stacy? Exactly. Exactly. And so I am very insecure about my weight. But you know what, you guys? I'm sharing my journey losing weight and getting in shape because I know it's going to help somebody else. And so we're doing this together. I'm going to get on track and we're going to do this together. So tomorrow night at 4:15, we'll work out with Nicholas. Okay. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Fred from Tales from the Pen. So I hope you guys are excited about this because Fred, if you haven't already, let me get his channel. He has an amazing channel, you guys, and he's such a good dude. Like, he is legit a good person. He's all about positivity. He's not about drama. He stays out of the drama. And so I really, really like him. Here is a link to his channel. So he'll be on the channel tomorrow night with us. Oh, yeah, we're going an hour later than I normally do. So it'll be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I will set a reminder so that way you guys will all know, okay? I love you guys. I'm going to go to sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night with Fred White from Tales from the Pen. What, baby?